Hello viewers, we are back again. This is a continuation of the Jupiter session we are doing with Sir. Sir, over to you.
So we're back to the next session, Western. Okay, we'll move from just the Rasi chart, which is a very basic, that itself had so many detail and complexities. We'll go a little bit deeper. Yeah. See, the transit is just not seen from the D1 moon. The transit is seen from every worker. Okay. Keep Jupiter as standard. You no need to look at which Varga Jupiter goes in Navamsa. You no need to see that. Jupiter is only going to be in Cancer. We'll forget about the Adichara for now. Jupiter is going to be in Cancer. But from where your moon is in each Varga will change the meaning of the transit for that particular Varga. So if let's say if Jupiter is, you are having moon in the Navamsa, it is in Kanya. So Jupiter is going, as far as Navamsa is concerned, it is going to the 11th house. In Dasamsa, let's say your moon is in Gemini. So Jupiter is going to the 2nd house. So two things. Where is moon in the Varga chart? Second, what is in Karka in the Varga chart? So you don't need to worry what is there in Karka in the D1 chart. What is there in Karka in the Varga chart matters a lot. So profession in Karka, you have Sun, you have Mercury, you have any particular planets. And if Jupiter touches one of the planet, in Dasamsa, you have a planet in Cancer, that particular planet becomes charged. Okay. So where it, let's say we are seeing Dasamsa profession. So where is your moon in Dasamsa and what planets are sitting? There are no aspects here. It is only which planet is there in Karka and from moon, where is Jupiter moving? So this too is important. So as far as Navamsa, it is Bhakya, fortune, marriage. Trekana, it is about your energy level. For Chaturtamsa, it is about your comfort level. For Saptamsa, it is about your children level. So don't go into too much. So this 16 Vargas you can take, or this Navamsa, Dasamsa, you can take. Mostly Navamsa is very important. I've seen people may not have Sade Sate from the Rasi chart, but Sade Sate will in the Navamsa, you can also have. This is part of the classic Devakarlam explains it. I've seen it work. So it is not just the planet in the D1 chart. You have to take the Varga chart also in picture. I want you all to know if you all understand this. Anybody has any doubts, you can ask me. Anybody else? Tanmay, you understand this picture? So many active people are missing today. Reema's there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Clear about this, Reema? The Varga aspects.
We take from the moon, right?
Yes, moon in the Varga chart.
Yeah, moon in the Varga chart.
So what is it? In the D1 chart, where it is going is one aspect. Where it is lot of noise. Keep yourself mute. Only I'm talking, I'll unmute yourself. Okay, so where is Jupiter moving from the Varga chart matters very, very important. This is an expert level where you go advanced. You want to make very accurate predictions. So Jupiter might be touching Venus in the D1 chart, but it may not be touching in the Navamsa chart. So it's very, very important where it touches what planet is. So every planet in a Varga chart in Cancer, look at the Varga chart, that particular aspect, Jupiter will strengthen. And what is the Lagna? There you can take the Lagna. You can take the Lagna of the Varga chart, take the Chandra Lagna of the chart. So where in Kataka, where is Jupiter going? Let's say, example, your Tula Lagna. And you have, let's say, Shukra sitting in Kataka. So Jupiter is going to go over the 10th house over Shukra, or moon is there in Karka for you in Dasam. So professional excellence will be there. So you can tell only profession. From Dasamsa, it is only profession. So where it goes from the Varga Lagna, Varga Chandra Lagna, and the planets in Karka. So this you will tell about only the Varga. Navamsa is bigger. Navamsa is not just marriage. It can be a yoga, it can be a dharma, about the general luck aspects. In fact, a very good transit is at least minimum look at D1 and Navamsa. Sometimes in D1 it might look good or bad, but Navamsa can change. I know one particular person, Saturn, let's say Saturn is in Meena. He is Rishabh Lagna. So Saturn is going to the 11th house, but his moon is in a Pisces moon. So Saturn is going over his flow. I've seen Ashtamat Sani happening from Navamsa, but not in the D1 chart. In the D1 chart, it is well placed, but in the Navamsa chart, it can be Janmasani, Sadesat also. So you have to look at the Sadesat, all these aspects, definitely Navamsa. Without looking at Navamsa, no jump to any transit predictions. This becomes complex, but this is how astrology is. There is no easy route to tell Jupiter is going here and there, immediately giving predictions. There is no, without looking at the Varga chart, you cannot have any particular prediction. So this is very, very important. So, yes, Rima, tell me.
Sir, I have a question. Let's say from Lagna and from the moon and from the Lagna Lord, my Jupiter is not well placed. I mean, 6,
Okay.
8, 12, but let's say Sagittarius.
In the D1 chart. The D1 chart.
Yeah, the D1 chart.
D1 chart, yes.
The Ashtak Varga score is very high. So, whom should we give more importance?
No, Ashtavarga will it's just going to qualitative view. It just gives you the strength. But what is going to give D1? Again, it does not stop with D1. D1 is 30 degrees, 360, 30. So with that, you cannot make a big prediction. You will have to make it sharp what happens in Navamsa. Very important. So I will give it 50% of the strength in Navamsa. Now, where is Jupiter in Navamsa? What planet it touches? From Navamsa Lagna and Navamsa Moon, where is Jupiter going? Without that, just don't, looking at the Rasi chart, don't say any prediction. So it's very, very important which planet it touches. So this is very, very important. And profession, only profession, or your fame, glory, and all that, where Jupiter touches what is in Cancer. Is it on your Dasamsa Lagna, or Dasamsa 10th house, or you have a very powerful comment, your Atma Karaka, Amitya Karaka, Jupiter going over your Amitya Karaka, Atma Karaka, or 10th Lord, or Lagna Lord of D1, or anything on Dasamsa Lagna, it can be fantastic. So it's very important where Jupiter is going. Marriage, it is going to the Navamsa Lagna, it is touching Navamsa Venus, it's coming to the 7th house of Navamsa. All this is very good for marriage. It's coming to the 9th house, 2nd house, 11th house of Navamsa Lagna. Very good for the Bhakya. So at least Navamsa and Dasamsa, you definitely see. Forget about Tregana for you to see Chaturtamsa, or even Dwadasamsa becomes very important. But at least Navamsa and Dasamsa, you must definitely see. Yes, Tanvi, tell me.
Yeah, sir. So suppose in D9 the moon is in Scorpio. So from that perspective, it should be okay. But because it is debilitated, we'll see it at mixed.
Yeah, that is definitely you have to say. The house it goes, the house lord is debilitated, right? So it is nice, but it's not strong enough to give the results. You have to take the Lagna and the Varga, the Lagna and the moon sign together.
Oh.
From the Lagna, moon sign, the planet, and the, in Cancer, what planet is it touches matters a lot. This will give you accurate predictions. And timing children, you timing death, you timing everything. Rasi chart is just an over picture, very abstract picture. You can't give accurate predictions. When it touches the Navamsa, it matters a lot. I'm not even asking you to go and look into the Navamsa of Jupiter. I'll come to that. So once you'll understand, I'll explain to you the Navamsa it moves. So the Varga chart, you all are clear? Let me think, I have this here. So you can look at the Dasamsa, Saptamsa, Siddhamsa, learning knowledge, Tregana, all that you can see. Okay, Vimsamsa, I've written, but don't confuse her too much. Keep with Navamsa and Dasamsa. Okay, one more aspect I have to teach you. This is clear now? Okay, next level. See, Jupiter is going to go into 3 nakshatras. Okay, one is Punarvasu. Punarvasu is not Jupiter's nakshatra, it is Aditi's nakshatra. You don't confuse it. Jupiter is in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Then it moves into Pushya. Pushya is not Saturn's Nakshatra. Oh, it goes into Saturn Nakshatra, it is bad. Pushya is the most auspicious of all the nakshatras. Except for marriage, for every other aspect, it's the most nourishing of nakshatras. Pushya. Next is Aslesha. Aslesha is Naga. So it is completely different in these nakshatras. Now understand from Punarvasu to Aslesha 4, there are 4 Navamsas. Okay. So it starts with Jupiter enters with a Vargottama. Right. Jupiter entering Punarvasu 4, Jupiter is exalted in D1 and D9. It is in a Vargottama Navamsa. When it goes to Pushya 1, where it becomes Parama Ucha, it is in Leo. So it is like a king and queen state. Why is in Parama Ucha? It is the king and the queen state. He is in Kataka and Leo. Where is Parama Ucha? Between 320 and 640, he is in Kataka and Leo. So he is in the second from himself. When he is in Pushya 3rd Pada, he is in Kanya Navamsa. He is 3rd from himself. When he is in moves to Pushya for what is it? No, Pushya 3rd Pada is in Libra. Pushya 4th Pada is in Scorpio, 5th from himself. When he comes to Aslesha 1, he is 6th from himself, but own sign. Aslesha 2nd Pada remains. See the Aslesha alone, how it moves. Aslesha 1st Pada is in his own sign, but 6th from himself. Aslesha 2nd Pada is Nicha, so he is very bad in Aslesha 2nd Pada. Aslesha 3rd Pada is 8th from himself, is Ashtavamsa. He will not be well placed in Aslesha 3rd Pada. Aslesha 4th Pada, he will be very nice for the starting because he is going to be in his own sign and 9th from himself. But towards the end, it will be in Gandanda. So the 28, only the 26, 27 is okay. 28 is okay. 29, he will come in Gandanda. So the last Pada, in the last 320, the first degree alone is okay. The last 29 degree, though it is going to be exalted and own sign, in the 29th, he may not be very, very good. So understand the transit, just not in Cancer. Look at the Padas, look at the Navamsa from Jupiter, where Jupiter moves from itself. So in which Padas Jupiter is nice. I'm not even asking you to look at from your chart. I'm just looking at from Jupiter. So Jupiter, when he's Nicha, Aslesha 2nd Pada and 3rd Pada, he will not give good results. He'll be good in Punarvasu. He's very good. In Pushya, mostly he'll be very, very good. In Aslesha, the 1st Pada and the last Pada, 1st degree, he's good. So Pushya is best. So Jupiter in Pushya, he'll be best because it's going to be in Leo, Kanya, Libra and Scorpio. So it is in 2, 3, 4 and 5 from himself. So this aspect you all have to keep in mind when giving a prediction. Where Jupiter moves from himself in the Navamsa chart, the Pada he moves becomes very, very important. Okay. Clear so far? Any doubts? So this can mean for somebody who is depending on your moon sign, this will change. This I've just told generally. I'll explain it differently. Somebody who is Mithuna Lagna, Mithuna Rasi or Mithuna Lagna. Where is Jupiter moving? Jupiter is moving to the 2nd house. But when Jupiter is in Aslesha 2nd Pada, where is Jupiter? Jupiter is in the 8th house from his birth. Right? And naturally it is in the 2nd house. But in the Navamsa, he is in the 8th house. So it is very, very important. Look at the Navamsa of Jupiter. Here we will see 2 things I told you. The Navamsa of the moon of Varga chart I told you. Here I'm asking you to see the Navamsa of Jupiter related to the Rasi chart. Be very, very clear. Okay. So keep your moon and Lagna and Jupiter in the 9 Navamsas where he moves it in the Rasi chart, not in the Navamsa chart. Only in the Rasi chart where he is moving matters a lot. Okay. I can take you a little more to the Varga charts of that. I don't want to confuse you with that. So far, you'll understand. So much this is a matter. When you're coming to fine tuning of predictions, when a particular event must happen. Let's say marriage is going to happen. If somebody is Mithuna Lagna or Mithuna Rasi, Jupiter is, okay, Punarvasu is in the second house. What I say, when it's an Aslesha first pada, it will be in the seventh house. So Jupiter in the second and in the Navamsa is in the seventh. When it's in the seventh, when it connects 2 and 7, so as for a Mithuna Rasi, Mithuna Lagna, 2 and 7 connects together. So an Aslesha first pada, marriage will happen. If it is for a kid, it should be in Pushya, third pada. So when will child happen? It should be, what I say, in the third pada. Okay. So it is very, when you cannot say completely all the 1 year, you are going to get the same results. The results, you have to move the 9 padas from your moon, wherever your moon sign is, move the Jupiter from your moon sign and Lagna and check up what Navamsa it falls. The Rasi chart is just the overt picture. Then the Navamsa will be exactly what results it is going to give. If you are very, very good, I'll just give you a hint. You can touch the Dasamsa also. If you want to say what profession, look at from the Dasamsa angle where Jupiter touches as far as profession is. You want to be very accurate about predicting. You need to know the Navamsa of Jupiter's position. So 2 levels of understanding is there. I don't confuse both. Jupiter's Navamsa, the 9 Navamsas, with Jupiter will try from Kataka to Meena. What is this in the Rasi chart and what is it from your natal moon and Lagna is very, very important. Like Tanmay, I think you're Scorpio Lagna, right? What is your moon sign?
Pisces.
Pisces. So if I can give you an example of your chart, Jupiter is going to the 5th house, right? 5th house from your moon and 9 from Lagna.
Yeah.
But the whole year, is it going to give the same picture? No. What happens when he is in Pushya, it is going to be 6 and 10. When he's in Kanya, it is going to be 11 and 7. When he is in Pushya third pada, it is 12 and 8. See that he's in 12 and 8. And when he's in Pushya 4, it is going to be in the Lagna and 9th. When he's in Aslesha first pada, it is in the 2nd and 10th. So when it's Aslesha 2nd, it is 3rd and 11th. And when it's Aslesha 3rd pada, it is 8th from itself, 4th from your Lagna, and 12th from your moon. When it's an Aslesha 4th pada, it is 5th from your Lagna over your moon, 9th from the transit Jupiter. Then also you have to take what are the planets are there in your every Varga. Okay, what is there in your Rasi chart? What does it mean in your Navamsa chart? What is in Dasam? What aspects you want to see? If you don't want to confuse, keep it for the Rasi chart. But you can see in every chart what planets are there. It will charge every other planet over. Okay.
Sir, may I ask?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Sir, we have seen Jupiter Ketu being conjunct a little earlier. So they are getting conjunct in Cancer around 22, 23 degrees. So that will be in Navamsha, Jupiter will be debilitated. As per,
Yes.
so
That will matter when that's very, very important.
yes.
What pada? It is very, very important, right?
Both the time in retro also and in direct also it is in 22, 23 degrees around, I guess. So
that is when it comes back, you mean.
okay.
So it is second pada Vaslesha. It is going to conjoin and when it is Nicha. Right.
Yes.
So imagine what will be. Jupiter is for religion. Jupiter is Sanatana Dharma. You want to say what is Sanatana Dharma? Simply say Jupiter. That's all.
That's all.
A lot of people are understanding what is Sanatana. Jupiter is Sanatana Dharma. This Sanatana is Jupiter. So Jupiter conjoining Ketu has a spiritual side. Ketu is also some which severs things, cancels things, cuts things, releases things also. So there is a spiritual side of Jupiter Ketu, but there is also a negative side to the whole combination if Jupiter is weak.
So whether it will get cut in spiritual side of people,
finance aspect, it can be bad. Spiritual aspect, I think you should take a different kind of financial spiritual aspect at that time. When to pray, you have to pray to that particular God. You have to take a little bit tantric aspect of that. You can't pray to Vishnu and the normal aspects. So
it is happening.
You must pray.
Yeah, you tell. You speak, sir. Sorry.
Jupiter Ketu, Jupiter at a higher degree is good. Ketu is in a higher degree, Ketu will dominate. So there are the good side and bad side of Jupiter Ketu. It's not absolutely spiritual.
Yes.
There are damaging stuffs also. It can give Putra dosha, it can give Dhana dosha, it can give spiritual dosha also.
And yeah, and it happens in around, I guess, March or something. So Rahu will be in Capricorn also.
Imagine. So Jupiter's touching Ketu and touching Rahu at the same time.
At the same time, yes.
So both Jupiter is in the catch of Rahu and Ketu. Both the serpents are eating it. And it looks like exaltation, but both the serpents are actually controlling. So depending on what sign it is for people, matters a lot.
Hopefully, it happens for good actually.
No, so this is general. No, so it depends on maybe it is 11th house for me, it is 5th house for you. You don't have malefics in these two signs, so it's not going to damage. But in case you have maleficity in these two signs,
yes,
it can be very damaging. So the Rasi chart where Jupiter is and the Navamsa, 9 Navamsas where Jupiter moves, or each Navamsa you have in the Rasi chart and the Navamsa chart, all of them Jupiter will influence. And when it touches both the Rasi and Navamsa, both the significances, then it will be a trigger.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, this we went. Okay. Okay, we will come into the Virgo Paryaya. Virgo Paryaya is, see, Jupiter is coming through Kataka. Okay. But from your chart, your life is divided into 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 70 to 84. So now Jupiter is, which walk of life you are there matters. So Jupiter in the first 12 years is about the first house matters. Second 12 to 24, it is about the second house, family, finance matters. Third round between 24 and 36 is about third house matters. Neighbors, the external world. And the fourth, it moves 36 to 48, it's home, mother, property. Fifth house about children, marriage, devotion. So sixth, it is health, service, debts. So you have to first find out what is, which round, which paryaya of Jupiter is. So you have to keep that in mind and then find out where is Jupiter coming. Okay. So in case I'm in the fourth round of Jupiter and Jupiter is coming to a particular house, every time it is not about marriage, every time it is not about us fourth. You must first understand which paryaya and which house Jupiter is coming. You have to keep that in mind. Let's example, first paryaya, Jupiter is about myself, my self-image, my body health. And the first 12 years, Jupiter coming to 6, 8, 12 houses from my Lagna or Moon will affect my health. Or Jupiter goes over malefics, it can affect my health. But in the second paryaya, 12 to 24, when Jupiter goes to 6, 8, 12, over 6, 8, 12 lords, over malefic, it is not going to affect my health. You cannot tell the same thing. It's going to affect my family, it's going to affect my finances, it is going to be. So the third paryaya between 24 and 36, it is not going to affect my health. It is about third house matters, about travel, transactions, movements, communication. So in the fourth round, when Jupiter moves, it is about home, mother, your grounding aspect. So where Jupiter is going to a good house or bad house, what it is going to do, you have to keep in mind the paryaya of Jupiter, what age you are, which house it is. The whole 12 years is about one particular aspect. Keeping that in mind only, you will have to tell what is Jupiter actually going to do. Yes, then.
So just to be clear, will be modified based on the degrees, right? Not the
No, you don't worry about that. You can be, but for now, without degrees, you can take 12, 24, 36, take it.
As a rough
approximation. You take degrees, it will conflict. No, you don't need to take. When it coming to the distance, degrees are necessary. But when it's simply calculating per year, simply take 12, 24, 36. That is enough. So because the walks of life, no, like till 84, there are different walks of life. which aspect of which paryaya are you there? That is your focus of life. You can't say first 12 rounds, Jupiter coming to 7th house will give you marriage, right? First house is not about why Balarishta. Why Balarishta? Your chart is weak. Why first 12 years it is Balarishta? Because first 12 years is about your health, the foundation, your Mooladhara is forming. So the first 12 rounds, if planets are weakly placed, it can affect mostly your health. After 12 years, it's your second house, your resources, your knowledge also. Second house is your basic knowledge, your grooming and growing in knowledge. So second house grows, and which will later become your actual resource and your talent. So that is the second round of Jupiter. So what Jupiter will give depends on which round you have to keep. So what is your age? You have to keep that in mind. So let's say I've given you a thing like this. So for anybody who has okay. So anybody has Jupiter in Cancer, it is the first house. If you have Jupiter in your birth chart, in Gemini, it is second house related matters. In Taurus, it's going to be third house related matters. Fourth house about home, mother, Aries. If Pisces, you have Jupiter in your chart, it is about children and marriage. So where is your Jupiter, Tanmay?
Sir, in Libra.
Libra. So in Libra, look at here. It is about 10th house. Okay. So
my
it is about
Jupiter is in 4th house. So, but I have lost
no,
my
not
mother.
4th house. Which is
No,
which
no, not
sign
4th
it
house.
is?
Sorry, Cancer. Sorry, my natal Jupiter is in Cancer with Venus, but I have lost my mother long back.
No. It is what is it? Jupiter will touch the first sign full.
Okay. Pardon?
No, you lost your mother. But that is a different aspect. We'll come to that.
Okay.
So I'm telling, depending on where your Jupiter is, you can calculate. Okay. What house, which is matter, or simply find out which age you are. 12, first to 12, first house, 12 to 24, whatever age you are, that aspect of Jupiter, what Jupiter will dominate. It doesn't stop with that. There are many other aspects to it. But for people who do not know Virgo, I'm telling you from that aspects. If you know more about Virgo, then there is the, Jupiter progression is there. You can take the Jupiter's progression also. You can take the Jupiter's progression, major progression, minor progression. If Jupiter is touching the major or minor, you can keep that also in it and come to us. But what is it? We'll stop it only with this. So just tell you which age you are, find out which aspect of life you are going through, and that aspect will be the dominant aspect of your life. Okay. Are you in the first 12 or 12 to 24 or 36 to 48, or which aspect is very, very important? This, if you know Virgo fully well, you can apply the progression also. So anybody who has Virgo Paryaya, you all know. So if Jupiter transits over the, okay, I'll explain it to you different. One is simple things. Let's say for Tanmay, your Jupiter is in Libra, you said, right? Okay, in case Jupiter was, 12, 24, 36. Let's say you are 36 to 40, 12, 24. 24 to 36. I'm just assuming, I'm not telling. 24 to 36, Jupiter, progression will be in Sagittarius, right? Okay, and if Jupiter transits over Sagittarius, that it's going to be very powerful. So somewhere you count from your Jupiter 12, 12, 12, 12, you count your wherever your Jupiter count, 12, 12 years, Jupiter is progressing. If Jupiter is over your progression years, it can be, let's say somebody has Jupiter in Aries. Okay, 12, 24, 30. So anybody is between 36 and 48. This will be a very, very important transit as far as progress and growth as house matters concerned. Okay. So progress, find out where the Jupiter is progressing from the natal Jupiter. I think people, this might be confusing. People who have understood Virgo Paryaya will understand this concept. I'm just extending it. This I didn't want to say, but if you want, many people know Virgo Paryaya. So if you will understand it, if natal Jupiter touches the Virgo Paryaya 12 years, it is a very powerful transit. Anybody wants an explanation who does not understand this can ask. Yeah.
So here touches is trines plus 7th also.
Yeah, trines is good enough, but then if it touches exactly, it's better. If your progression is happening exactly where Jupiter is moving, it is fantastic. So this can happen for, let's say, somebody whose Jupiter is in Aries, which it's coming on the it progressing 36 to 40th year. If it is somebody who's 48 to 60th year, Jupiter will be in Pisces. Right, Jupiter will be in Pisces. So the progression is actually happening in Cancer. When your progression is happening in Cancer, and Jupiter is also transiting the same sign as a progression. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Namaste, sir.
Yeah.
So my question is, in this age range, this is the focus, and where is the Jupiter sitting? Are we referring to the Rashi chart or are we referring to the Lagna chart?
No, the Rashi chart.
Rashi chart. So
there is no moon. There is no. It is only Jupiter's position. There is no moon. Only Jupiter's position.
Oh, okay. So like
okay. I'll tell. Where is your Jupiter? Tell me. I'll explain.
In Rashi chart, it's in second house.
No. Which sign?
Which sign? Fourth.
Mesha, Rishabha. No, not
Cancer,
number.
Cancer.
Huh?
Cancer.
So Jupiter is coming to Cancer itself.
Jupiter is already sitting in the second house in the Rashi
in
chart.
Cancer. What happens? You will have to take your age and find out where is Jupiter progressing. First 12 years, Jupiter was in Cancer. Next 12 to 24, it is in Leo. 24 to 36, Jupiter is in Virgo. So when Jupiter touches the progress house, which you are running through, Jupiter touches that sign, Jupiter will give very good results.
I'm just still not understanding that. Are we looking at the sign where it's sitting in that age range?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. See, I'll tell you, the first 12 years, 0 to 12, your Jupiter was functioning from Cancer. Okay. Right? So your Jupiter was already in Cancer. Leave it. Let's say when you are 24 to 36, Jupiter, your progression is in Leo. Right? Jupiter progression in Leo. So when Jupiter comes to Leo, Leo becomes charged, extremely, very, very charged. Okay. Then from 24 to 36, it is progressing over Virgo. So when Jupiter comes to Virgo, Virgo becomes extremely very powerful and charged. So whatever planets are there, whatever it's from Lagna and the moon, the planets there become extremely very powerful to give a result.
Okay, makes sense.
So this is one aspect of Virgo Paryaya. Okay. One is understanding which aspect of life you are moving through, and that aspect of life, Jupiter will give a result. And one more aspect, if Jupiter comes to exactly the progression sign, depending on age, from your Jupiter, just move 12 years. So one particular sign, 12 years, your Jupiter is progressing, right?
Okay.
If Jupiter comes to that sign itself, it's going to be very, very powerful.
Okay, so every 12 years, it's progressing from one sign to another sign.
Yes, and that particular sign, if Jupiter enters that sign, it becomes very, very powerful.
In that particular age range.
Not very, that particular age range. Yes, right.
Okay.
That age range is about which sign it is moving.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
There is also a 1 year progression also. I don't want to confuse yourself with that 1 year secondary progression, primary progression. You can also apply the secondary progression also.
Wait, why did you say one year progression?
So what happens is, let's say that every 12 years is the whole cycle. Okay. So each year it moves 1 year also.
Okay.
So you can also find it from the 12 primary progression is 12 years, secondary progression every 1 year. So Jupiter can come back where Jupiter is in the primary and secondary, if it touches, that particular sign becomes very powerful. This is how in Virgo Paryaya they take Jupiter's transit. I'm just giving you a also, if you understand this, this is how transit is seen in Virgo Paryaya. Okay. Okay, this is Virgo Padadasa. Whoever has done, I'm just brushing up further. See, Virgo Paryaya is another progression method, but it is not 12 years, it is 6 years, 11 months. Jupiter is in a sign for 6 years, 11 months. Actually, the secondary progression of Jupiter, 6 years, 11 months. The primary progression is 83 years. So each year, Jupiter will be moving 6 years, 11 months, 6 years, approximately keep it as 7 years. So if Jupiter touches the sign with Jupiter's progressing on, it can be very powerful. Not just Jupiter, all of the planets are moving. Okay. So Jupiter touches any of the sign of a progressed planet in Virgo Padadasa. What I say, it will charge. This I have explained in detail in my last class. So anybody who has attended the class will understand. But I'm just giving it as a concept. So unless you know the system, it will be difficult. Each planet has a progression style. So each planet keeps progressing at one particular speed. So Mars is 14 years, Sun is 19 years, Venus is 27 years. In one sign, it moves. So it keeps progressing. When Jupiter touches not the natal position, here I was talking about natal position. In Virgo Paryaya and Virgo Padadasa, it is also about Jupiter touching the progressed signs of a planet, which is more powerful than its natal position. Actual results happen in the progression. I've explained and shown in actual charts, different charts, where the transit is more powerful on its progress position rather than its natal position. Natal has a different perspective. Progress position of the planet has a different perspective. So this is an advanced level where we first analyze Jupiter over Varga, over natal planets, from the Lagna, from the moon, over the Navamsa. This is one aspect. There's one more layer, which is you'll have to understand is Jupiter going over the progressed position of planet. So each progress planet Jupiter touches, it fires, it triggers, and event happens. And if a dasa is there, it is triple confirmation, but not necessary. Without that itself, they can happen. If it is a triple confirmation, if you are all Jupiter over Venus, you are running Venus Jupiter period antardasa, it is much more strong. So there is something called progression. You all need to understand how a planet. There are two kind of progressions. One is Virgo Paryaya, one is Virgo Padadasa progression. Virgo Padadasa, all the planets progress at different speeds, and they are not exactly where at birth. And when Jupiter touches any of the progressed planets, touching its natal position has a different meaning. Touching a planet in its progression has a complete different meaning. It is more powerful for an event to fructify when it touches the progressed position of a planet. Yes, Riva.
So, sir, I have a doubt here. So, I am progressing. My Jupiter is progressing. I have Jupiter in Capricorn. Now I'll be progressing in Cancer, and it will be transiting in Cancer also. That's what you mean? It'll be doubly powerful?
Yes, now if Jupiter is progress, Jupiter is in Cancer for you.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
41, no? 41.
Yeah, okay. Now it is there. So Jupiter is coming to exactly the same position. Okay, yeah. So it is going to be very, very powerful. It is 7th from the natal. It is aspecting the natal, and it is over the progress position of your Jupiter. So it becomes Cancer becomes not just Jupiter coming over the Cancer. It is the progress position of Jupiter. So whatever sign your Jupiter, your Cancer is from your Lagna and Moon, that is going to become very, very charged.
Jupiter it's 11 from my AL.
Okay, 11 you would take which is the most powerful. Look at from the Lagna, look at from the AL.
It's not negative from anywhere. It's not 6, 8, 12.
Yeah, and check up it is charging very powerfully Cancer. Depending on the strength of Moon, the results will be. So it is very powerful. It is charging. First, it is activating your Cancer very powerfully. Depending on the strength, how powerful is your moon, the results is going. See, finally, and this is a concept, how much Jupiter is going to influence a particular sign, right? That is most important.
Also, sir,
From
does
Lagna, from...
Sorry,
Yeah,
does it activate any planets? Like I have natal planets in Scorpio, but since we are seeing the progress position, if there is a planet, since I don't have the software, I don't know, but approximately my Venus and Sun will also transit Pisces. So will we take the aspect also of Jupiter?
Yes, you have to take the aspect of Jupiter also. See, it is double. It is already, it is aspecting from his progress position. Now, what I say, the transit position also coincides with the progressive position. So it becomes a double confirmation, a double charged it is.
Thank you.
So this is very, very important when the progress and the natal coincides together. You just don't stop it at natal. Natal is one perspective. It's very important to look at where if a natal planet touches its progressed position, and Jupiter touching not its own position, Jupiter touching any of its progressed planet position is very powerful to activate an event. Touching its natal position is one aspect. Touching its progressed position is the most important. Or okay, if you want, for others who do not know Bhrigu progression, I will add one more aspect. I will tell you Vimshottari progression. Okay. What is Vimshottari progression? So it's okay. Let's say we'll take with anybody, any participant. You must tell me your Janma Nakshatra. Who's there? Tell me your Janma Nakshatra. Kinjali, what is your Janma Nakshatra?
Ardra.
Ardra. Okay. What dasa are you running now?
Mercury.
Okay. So at birth, your moon was in Ardra. So when you are running Mercury dasa, you are running through. Where is your moon? Your moon is in Aslesha. Okay. You understand? Your progressed moon today is in Aslesha. So when Jupiter touches Aslesha, it is touching your progressed moon.
Okay.
Oh, very, very powerful, because you're running through Mercury Dasa. You are not running Mercury Dasa from Mithuna. You are running through the Dasa of Kataka. Actually, you're running not Mercury Dasa, you're running Aslesha Dasa.
Oh, okay.
When Rahu Dasa, it is Aridra Dasa. When it is Jupiter Dasa, it is Punarvasa Nakshatra Dasa. When it is Saturn Dasa, it is Pushya Dasa. And you're running Mercury Dasa, it is Aslesha Dasa. So if you understand, it is so every aspect of Aslesha will be governing in life. When Jupiter is coming over Aslesha, it is over your Dasa. It is over your progress. So Jupiter in Pushya will not give you result, but when Jupiter touches Aslesha, it will give you very different special results related to whatever is Cancer in your chart.
Like you mentioned earlier, the 4 padas.
No, that is for sharpening and timing. What is it for timing only? But normally when it touches Aslesha, which pada of Aslesha, what walk of Dasa are you running? Divide the Dasa into four paths. So 17 years. So you divide it into 4 paths. So whatever part of your Dasa, that pada, it will come exactly on that.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So this is a Vimsh.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
You said Mercury Dasha,
Aslesha.
Not the other 2 nakshatras of Mercury. Why only Aslesha like?
Why? Because she's Aridra, ma'am. So first she started
the first nakshatra. Okay, understood, sir. I missed that point. Sorry.
So this is, you can take the Vimshottari progression also. Okay, there are 3 progressions you can take. One is the Bhrigu Paryaya progression. You can take Bhrigu Pada progression, or you can take Vimshottari progression. Each, whatever nakshatra is, when your Dasa moves, whichever Dasa is, your moon is progressing in that nakshatra. So when Jupiter touches that nakshatra of your Dasa, Lord, Jupiter is touched. I've not written, but when I'm talking, this I thought I should tell you on the Vimshottari progression aspect also. So anybody's progressed, whatever is your find out what is your progress nakshatra. If Jupiter touches your progress nakshatra, it is going to be that particular dasa is going to be very, very active. Okay. Okay, we'll move into, okay, this I've already explained to you. When Jupiter touches your natal sun, it's going, Jiva meets the Atma. So status confirmed, not sees the father's grace. When Jupiter touches natal moon, it is Gajageshri at the peak, mother's grace. But then I've always seen Jupiter over natal moon can be heavy responsibilities, huge responsibilities. Can be a bit, depending on the sign, it can be disturbing. The lordship of the moon matters. Mars, okay, this is supposed to be land, properties, disputes. Mercury, it's about learning. Over natal Jupiter, depending on which paryaya it is, the results, it will be there. Shukra, it is excellent. Jupiter over Shukra is very, very good. Over Saturn, profession, karma is rewarded. Over Rahu, it is Guru Chandala, foreign related gains will be there. Over Ketu, it can be completion, moksha. Saturn over Ketu, somebody passes away. Jupiter over Ketu, something of you leaves you, gets complete. Anybody having Jupiter over Ketu, this happens. Okay. This information. Okay. So we move into the remedial pass. In case if it is negative fire, what is the negative aspect? So Jupiter is actually the Adi Devata is Indra and Prajapati. So praying to Brahma and Prajapati or Indra Marutva. Indra Marutva is also the Maruts, is the Adi Devata. Okay, I think there is a particular temple called Titte. It is not Dakshinamurti, it's not Adi. There are many confused people, I don't know. It is not Dakshinamurti. Okay, don't confuse. It is only Indra, Brahma, or Indra Marutva. Indra Marutva, Indra surrounded by Marutva is the Adi Devata, Pratyadi Devata of Jupiter. Or any or Guru forms. You pray to many Guru forms are there. No? You can pray to them also. So I think you all know the mantras. There is one two important temples in Tamil Nadu. One is Tittai and one is Tiruchendur. It's supposed to be a Guru Sthala. Or any other birthplaces of Raghavendra, Shirdi Sai. You can go into any Guru Sthalas, also very, very special for Jupiter. Jupiter, if you understand the Devata for Jupiter, Jupiter by itself is God. So in your horoscope, where is Jupiter placed, in what sign, what planet will define in what aspect it is. If it is there in a Mercury sign with Mercury, it will take a Vishnu form. If it is with Sun or Saturn, it will take a Shiva form. If Jupiter is in a female sign with Venus or Moon, it will take a Shakti form. So which Ishta Devata you need to pray matters in which masculine sign, feminine sign, which planet it sits. Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
So if there is a cluster of a lot of planets, then how do you know which one is the Devata?
Accordingly, you will have to take it. It can't be a straight Devata. So first look at whether it's a fiery sign, watery sign, earthy sign, take it.
It's an earthy sign.
So it has to be a very grounded Devata. So it can't be a single Devata. It should be a concocted God form.
Okay.
Usually the fifth house is Upasana Devata, or where Jupiter is placed, which sign, which planet can be your Upasana Devata. Jupiter is the Devata in your horoscope. From which form of God you can get blessings is where Jupiter is in your horoscope and the fifth house in your horoscope.
So if it is like a Sun and Venus and Mercury and Jupiter all together in an Earth sign,
find out which is the planet in the highest degree, or which is Jupiter. If it is clustered together, which is the closest planet to Jupiter.
Okay.
The closest planet to Jupiter will be the strongest influencing Jupiter.
Okay, understood.
I think the mantras, you all know. So I think all this you all know. What is it? I think Saturn, I can give you a lot of remedial messages. And Jupiter is mostly about remedial messages. I don't think so. Jupiter is going to give anything bad or anything. Jupiter is about blessings. So I've got nothing to be very negative or appeasing or upaya for Jupiter. Saturn, you can say Sade Sati, Ashtama Sali Saturn. Jupiter is either it blesses you or he's not blessing you. So you're already running a negative period. So you're cut off blessing. So something bad happens to you. That's how Jupiter will be. I've seen even the worst Jupiter, somebody sitting, I know one person was hiding in one of the spiritual places when he was running through Sadis. Completely in Kasi, he was sitting, and once it's over, it came back. Even in nature, Jupiter, I've seen giving you the blessings of God. Jupiter will be, because of an inherent bad chart or running a bad dasa, when Jupiter goes weak in your horoscope, it can be, you're facing problems. Jupiter by itself will not give much about. Jupiter's problem is because of lack of problems. Anyway, when Jupiter is afflicted, Jupiter, Venus, you can get diabetes, you can get liver cirrhosis, all liver related, weight related issues, cholesterol, overweight, all that Jupiter can give. Thyroid issues can be there. Many things related to Jupiter can give. I've seen people going in my place, you know the Chana Dal, no? Chana Dal, they will do a garland and go and offer it to Dakshinamurti. Have anybody seen that? I think in all the south areas, they do this. They go to Dakshinamurti, there's a Chana garland, and they go and offer it to Dakshinamurti. Actually, last 26 Jupiter transited according to a different Panchanga. So all the temples in Tamil Nadu were praying to Dakshinamurti. Not to Jupiter, they are praying to Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is the lord of the south. Jupiter is the lord of the north. You know, Jupiter, what is Jupiter? Jupiter is about expansion. It's multiplication. It is growth. It is praja, people, production, multiplication. Dakshinamurti is a sannyasi. He is a silent. He doesn't speak. His detachment and he moves off. Where is the question of praying to the opposite, the god of sannyasis? And when Jupiter is the god of wealth and prosperity, there's a lot of confusion about what is praying to Dakshinamurti for Jupiter. It is, why is he lord of the south and Jupiter is lord of the north? The direction itself will tell you what that particular Devata is strong about. So some confusions, it is you pray to Jupiter, you pray to Indra, you can pray to Prajapati, or you can pray to Indra.
Sir, in our area, on the day of transition on second, so many people going to offer these garlands to Saraswati Ma on Mola Nakshatra.
On, I mean, second you mean?
Saraswati Mata. There are these type of garlands. ये चना garlands होते हैं वो
So I don't know this. I don't know I think I'll blame it on the astrologers who invents new remedial measures. Wrong Devatas.
They are
wrong Devatas. They are being suggested. So new things, new remedial measures, new techniques. In fact, if you look at very deeply, the Vedic remedy is different from what is followed. Like what I say, there is Durga Sukta. You know what Durga Sukta? Anybody knows Durga Sukta? Anybody heard of Durga Sukta? Jadaveda se Sunama. That is not to Durga. You know that? No, it is to Agni. Sri Suktam is not to Lakshmi. Ganesha Suktam is not to Ganesha, it is to Indra. Gananam Toa is to Brihaspati. See, all the Vedic deities over the years, they were changed to later Puranic gods and changed. If you look at deeper, each has a different Vedic deities. The Vedic gods are different from what we are following now. Somewhere we have changed, we followed something, it links, and God is not going to make a mistake. We have accepted. But if you go a little deeper, when you touch Vedic mantras, it's completely a different meaning. Now they're confusing everything.
Sir,
Yes,
Suktam is not Lakshmi, not related
it's
to.
It's not Lakshmi, ma'am. It is collection of epithets regarding blessings from different aspects of Veda, correlated, and it is supposed to be for Lakshmi. Some people, if you look at it, ends with Mahalakshmi Gayatri, or some end it with Devi Gayatri. It is nothing to do with Mahalakshmi. It is blessings, all different mantras, collection of blessing mantras attributed for Mahalakshmi, praying for Mahalakshmi. But it is not an exclusive mantra for Mahalakshmi.
So whenever we are giving remedy, like most of the time, me also, if there is a money problem or something, so I to directly give you recite Sri Sukta.
No, but the mantra by itself is
A
asking for
blessing,
prosperity
asking for
blessings.
prosperity.
So naturally now, see, the Vedic deity is not Mahalakshmi. It is Bhagan. Bhagan is there is a Bhakya Suktam. Sri Suktam it's not for Sri. It is a concoction of different blessing mantras put together.
And actually,
It has
if
nothing to do
you
with Lakshmi.
the real meaning is give me this cow, this, that. That is what it is actually asking. Not
It's all
actual
blessing
money.
mantras, all prayer mantras.
Blessing, yes. Give me enough food. That is the meaning, not gold, silver. Keep me blessed, keep me happy. Those are
But
the
it's not attributed to Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi. Acha.
Yes, it ends with the Mahalakshmi guy. They ended with the Mahalakshmi guy. Durga Suktam is also attributed to Agni. It's related to Agni.
Okay.
Many mantras. There's some Subramanya mantra, which is actually not. It ends with Subramanya Om. It ends. So they pray to Subramanya, but it's not Subramanya mantra. It's again an Agni mantra.
Okay.
Yeah. So this Jupiter, I will tell you. Okay.
Sir,
Praying to yes, ma'am.
Sir, your thoughts on when they say that you should not do the dan of the exalted planet, like if Jupiter is exalted, so do not do donations or any kind of a pie for it. Your thoughts on it, sir?
No, there are two things to it. Okay. Any dan you do at the moment, yes, that energy cuts off. But you give it time, it multiplies. So immediately when you, whatever you donate, that energy, you lose it for a day also. So, but what I say, the same thing multiplies and comes back to you. Whatever you do, dan, it'll come back to you, whatever you give. But at the moment when you give something away, at the moment for a day, for 2-3 days, that energy is cut. So it doesn't mean you give something, you give away gold, what I say, you're cut off with something. So at the moment, yes, you lose, but that same thing will come back to you. So that is how you will understand the aspect of that. So it does not mean you give away what is exalted. Then, okay, if you give away exalted, it's lost. Then if you give away Nietzsche, you think you have the strength to give away a Nietzsche planet. You don't have strength. At least exalted planets you can give. What I say, you have the strength. Dan is Dan, you can give anything in that. Absolutely no problem. But there is an element of truth. At the moment, you lose that energy for that. Let's say you're very seriously. Okay, there are certain things which are not supposed to give at that moment. Giving away salt, giving away oil, giving us certain things can, erode your prana. Each particular metal, everything is related to your prana. But that is only for the moment, let's say for 1 or 2 days. It'll immediately be replenished and come back to you in many forms. And there is in my place which I'll say when to buy salt. Friday you should buy salt. There is when to buy broomstick, when to buy oil. Or there are certain days, or and never give away oil or curd or something on certain days after sunset. A lot of things are there. See, all has a meaning, very short level meanings. In the long term, it is not necessary to take everything very serious. I think your intention is more important. Your belief and intention is more powerful than anything else. Remedial secret is related to your intention and belief. Somebody is rich, powerful, it is absolutely your belief and intention, how much you believe in yourself. That is a strength which you are very successful. Your success, everything, prosperity is how much you believe you are worth it, you are good enough, that only breaks. Yes, naturally helped by a horoscope. But this is the biggest secret. All remedial secret will come into your intention and belief. How much you believe, you're capable of, you're good enough, you're great enough. That brings success. You can sustain that. You can keep that very strong throughout your life. This will work miracles for you. All secret of remedial measures are related to that. Yeah. Anybody else? Any other doubts?
How to
Yes,
how to uplift the energy of Jupiter?
Jupiter praying to God is enough. Any praying to God itself, Jupiter is strengthened. The only thing, Jupiter is a Sattvic Devata. So pray to us, pray it in a Sattvic style. Not necessarily this God, that God. What style you pray? What is it? Maybe when praying to Saturn, it's a different style, a Tamoguna style. And pray to any God, but pray it in a Sattvic style. It doesn't matter you have to pray to this God or that God. Pray it in a very good Sattvic style. If you pray it in a Sattvic style, Jupiter will be strength. Don't do a Vrata for Jupiter. Vrata is for Saturn. For Jupiter, it should be, I think the best is to please Jupiter is to go give a good food to Jupiter. I think kheer, no kheer. Do a nice good kheer and offer it to Jupiter. Jupiter is more like Vishnu. So it likes adornment, glorification, offering food. So those kind of things it is well. So best will I will say offer kheer.
Offer ghee. Like
Kheer, ghee, yes, ghee
like
also.
ghee, like
yes,
making food and prasad with the ghee, like things
yes,
like that.
yes. That way Jupiter is very good. Yeah. Anybody else? Any doubts?
Sir, one question. So, in your software, do you calculate the Bhrigu Paryaya based on the actual degrees or on the age range that you mentioned?
Both. I'm giving you both options.
But
Take
both,
degree
then
aspects
but it will give you, will give you different, no?
No, depends on, see, some people will say, I give you my suggestion, someone will say, this is correct and that is correct. So I leave it to you.
But
You
in your
search whatever you want.
experience, what do you consider better?
Take it sign by. Sign by works best. You don't need to worry about degrees. Degrees is for when you see a conjunction. When you see the distance, no, that time degrees is same. But when you're calculating the progression 7 years period, for Bhrigu, I'm saying, take the sign as such. That is enough.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
when will
Praveen,
the software be
yeah.
ready, sir?
Yeah, I actually went out of station. It's only Friday I came. Immediately I started reading for this. So from tomorrow I will start doing. Maybe within a week's time I'll let you know. It's all ready. I just been fine tuning such. How to upload it and send it. Otherwise it's ready. A little bit of addition as well.
Because it's difficult calculating every
Yes. I'll tell you within a week's time. I'll start off from tomorrow. I was actually waiting for Jupiter to move, get exalted. I'm a Scorpio Lagna. It's going to my ninth house. So waiting for Jupiter to get exalted. Okay, we'll talk about, see, I have seen Jupiter giving results on the day. My experience. Jupiter enters, okay, many people say Jupiter, some other items are today, 2 days later, 2 days earlier, or 3 days later. But I've seen Chitrapaksha works on the day, Jupiter, within few hours, I've seen it. Whichever sign it goes, you will see. I can give you my experience. Then Jupiter was in Kanya in the 11th house. 1 week before, sir, my flight ticket is ready to go to a foreign country. They've invited for 1 week. And I started it only when it transited. And there was another time when Jupiter was coming to my 12th house. My niece was passed away. So on the day of transit, I'm sitting with a dead body. So I can tell you, there was one door, Jupiter is coming to, I forgot the sign, first house, nice house. My door was repaired. I thought the whole door has to be replaced with some like 20,000 or something, the whole door. Jupiter just translated out, a carpenter just passed by. I asked him, how much will this take? I said, he just came, scraped it and corrected it and went it. He said, nothing, it's all settled. I thought it's going to be a huge task. I have to replace the door. Jupiter changed within 1 hour, he corrected the door, which was giving me problem for last 3 months. All I can tell you, Jupiter transit on the day, you can see whether it's good or bad for you on that day. So keep that day auspicious. Create it very, very auspicious. So that day second goes nice for you. Jupiter is going to a good sign for you. Anyway, Jupiter exalted, aspecting all the watery signs is going to be a blessing for everybody. I think meeting Ketu twice, it's going to be very spiritual and many closures, completions, meeting Mars so many times with Mars. So something related to brothers, land related, health related. So whatever house, these also will get correct. So physical aspects for the world and the person whatever is mass, whatever lordship mass is in a chart, whatever is Cancer in your horoscope is going to be activated very, very strong. So whatever sign which is Cancer going to be not in the Rasi chart, whichever Varga chart you check up, that sign is going to be strengthened. Yes, Jupiter with Mars, it is an Nisha Varga. It's a Guru Manda. Yes, ma'am.
So the layers of understanding is which sign, what age range, what nakshatra. These are the different layers.
Which Navamsa?
Which Navamsa? Okay.
Two ways Navamsa. From Jupiter where it moves, and then what is it? From your Lagna and Moon, where is the Navamsa Pada? So Jupiter is going to move from Cancer to Pisces. Punarvasu 1, it is Vargotama. Punarvasu 2, it is in Scorpio. It is in Leo. So from your Lagna and Moon, each pada it moves, it is charging not only Cancer, it's also charging the Navamsa signs. So what planets is in the Rasi and in the Navamsa, both of them will get charged.
Okay. Thank
you. Yeah. Yes. Anybody else? Any other doubts?
So,
yes, ma'am.
This year on Guru Purnima Day, Sun and Jupiter are very exact conjunct. Jupiter itself is getting 12 degrees or something.
Okay. But anyway,
yeah.
it is Jupiter
So
is
Jupiter losing to
exalted,
Sun.
no?
Yeah, exalted, but combust. Very closed combust it is.
No, but I will put it as exalted only, no. Exalted Jupiter. So actually, I will take it as Indra. It is related to Indra. Surya is related to Indra. So Indra and both are very related.
Okay. So Jupiter itself losing to ego or Sun. Is it like that? Something?
No, Jupiter getting weak is not a problem. Sun only must not become weak.
Okay.
Jupiter becoming weak is materially it is bad. Spiritually, it's not a problem, right?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Sun only, what I say, we should not become weak. But Jupiter becoming weak, spiritually, it is very good.
Okay, but 12 degrees is like Jupiter, Sun will be in Libra then. Navamsha.
Not literally, ma'am. See, this combustion for the inner planets gives a different results. For the outer planets, it gives a different.
Okay.
So Jupiter is very far away from Sun. No?
Sun, yeah.
So when Venus, Mercury, and Mars are combust, it is a different meaning. But when Jupiter is very, very far from Sun, Sun cannot actually combust with Jupiter, right?
Okay, but only they consider
only from the Earth angle, it looks like it is blocked.
Blocked, yeah. Okay.
Blocked. Okay. So maybe for a while, what I say, Jupiter's grace is not there for us, or is filtered.
But Sun will also get debilitated in Navamsha. It will be Libra Navamsha, no? 12 degrees.
Those few 10 days can be difficult.
Okay.
But like you mentioned, yes, on Guru Purnima, Jupiter getting
combust, yeah,
can be very important. So you have to also the external Guru is missing. You have to connect with your internal Guru.
Okay.
So you need what is externally will not will disconnect with your divinity. You have to connect it from internally.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Good, you pointed out that. Yeah. You all know the story of what is it, Jupiter and Mamata? Anybody have heard of that?
Mamata, sir?
No, you don't know the story?
Mamata Banerjee?
Jupiter's brother's wife is Mamata.
Oh, okay. I thought she lost. Maybe you're explaining.
Oh, there is a story, misunderstood story. Jupiter fell in love with his brother's wife and gave her a kid, which is Bharadwaj. You know, the Rishi Bharadwaj. That is how Bharadwaj was born. You know that story? So there are two stories, misunderstood story. One is Jupiter's wife ran away with Moon. Tara ran away with Moon, and there Mercury was born, Buddha was born. That is one story. There's another story is when his brother's wife Mamta Jupiter got interested in her, and sort of molested her and gave her a particular child, and that is how I was born was Bharadwaj, the Rishi Bharadwaj. Bharadwaj is the clan where Dronacharya also comes. He's one of the Saptarishis, and it is supposed to be the Kali Yuga avatar is supposed to be born in Bharadwaj Gotra. There is a prediction. Bharadwaj Gotra only will be born. So there's two misunderstood stories. You have to understand them in the proper light. And in the joke, it's incomplete. Mamta was already pregnant. What I said, when Jupiter approached her essentially, Mamta was already pregnant. And it was a blind, Jupiter curses himself and he becomes blind. And then Jupiter's son, Bharadwaj is Jupiter's son. So this all myths is very, very important, because when you look at the horoscope, this can be very important. Anybody has Jupiter moon in the 7th house, I have seen the wife leaves him and runs away. So there is a spiritual meaning to it, but there is also an actual, when this myths can come to life and become active. Jupiter has 7 daughters, only one son, Kacha one son, but 7 daughters. So Jupiter in the 5th gives male children or female children? More. Why Jupiter in the 5th house is bad. So all these myths, you must understand the myths to understand about Jupiter more deep. The story of Mamta I've given, and it varies in my Vedic vision. I've just written it yesterday, both of it. It's very detailed. I'll have to explain it.
Sir, if it's like a combust Jupiter, totally combust, like Cassimi, that 1 degree from the sun.
Yeah.
If it rules, Jupiter rules bad houses in your chart, then it's okay. The Karaka suffers when it's related to money, spirituality. In fact, they say it's more enhanced, right? Because it's close to the sun.
See, combustion will affect only the Jiva Karaka. It will not affect the Ajiva Karaka. Okay.
Sir, if Mercury becomes Mercury becomes your 5th lord, example, and it's in the 12th combust or whatever, so it affects the children, right? It doesn't affect the education part of it.
No. Mercury, there's no Ajiva Karakatvam for Jiva Karakatvam. What is the Jiva Karakatvam for Mercury?
For the 5th house, it'll be children. Because I was seeing somebody's chart.
That is not like that. You take the natural Karakatvam. Don't take the lordship.
No, I was seeing I heard somebody's news that this person lost his child. So I was connecting with Bhrigu Dasha. He was running 8th round of Jupiter was 8th from its position, the progression. So I was checking. So the 5th lord itself does affect, get combust, gives you the effect, right?
There are many secrets in this, in combustion. What Jiva Karakatvam, Ajiva Karakatvam, Bhava Karakatvam. Okay. There are 3 things. It will not destroy all the 3. Only one of them is lost. I'll give you an example. K.N. Rao's chart is Tula Lagna, Mercury in the 12th house, combust, fully combust. His 20 books he wrote in Mercury Dasa. Combust Mercury in the 12th house. What happened? Combustion Mercury.
Well, Lord is with Ketu. He's spiritual. I think he lost his father very young. I'm not sure.
I don't know. No, 9th
He
Lord.
became spiritual after that. That much I know.
9th Lord, 12th Lord. How come 9th Lord, 12th Lord combust Mercury? 20 books. All his 20 books, and his Renaissance, biggest astrology the whole world knew. K.N. Rao only is Mercury Dasa. Combust Mercury Dasa. I'm just telling you a person who all of you all know. I know a lot of people combust Mercury Dasa being very.
So where is Ketu for him?
12th house.
12th house. Sun, Mercury, Ketu in Kanya.
With Ketu.
Even Narendra Modi,
with sun,
if you take
with sun.
So.
But in the 12th house and combust.
But then he had a wide audience. from foreign people.
Yeah, that is the most of the thing, but also in India, right?
Yeah, but he had a good amount of reach.
And I think his biggest remedial measure which he teaches is Vishnu Sahasranam. He
Yeah.
says nothing greater than Vishnu Sahasranam. This is all because he was running Makri Dasa that.
Sir, even 11th Lord becomes Badaka, right? For Libra Lagna. So they said.
See, so I'll tell you that's don't analyze the chart based only on the D1 chart. This confusion all is because of your combustion, retrogression, everything is sitting and analyzing with the D1 chart. The whole picture will change. Where is Mercury sitting in the Dasamsa? Okay, I'm telling you Mercury in the 12th house complete. Why the incomplete rule is in Dasamsa Mercury is well placed. That changes the whole story. Right. Without touching the Varga chart, you simply sit and all the predictions D1 chart means this is all confusing. The sunset is well placed, fantastically placed. So maybe the 12th house for his personal aspects, it will give him many things. Where it is in Navamsa, where it is in Dasamsa, that will change the whole picture. So you will have to, for each Varga, you will have to see where the planet is. That combustion all will be for only certain overt aspects. A combust planet can be well placed in other 2-3 Varga charts. So what will you do? It will totally give a different picture. So it is, you don't stop your analysis just with the Rasi chart. If you just keep yourself with the Rasi chart and analyze all these rules, Papakatri, all that with the Rasi chart, then it will stifle your analysis. You will have to extend it to all the Varga charts, at least Dasamsa and Navamsa. If you don't say Dwadasamsa, it will be fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? Any doubts? Somebody was asking this. How will it be for Scorpio Lagna, Leo Rashi, transit in the 12th from the moon? Okay. You all heard that session, no? You all tell me. Somebody is Scorpio Lagna, a moon sign is Leo. So how is it going to be? 9th from the Lagna and 12th from the moon. So how is it going to be? Very important analysis. Tell me, how is it going to be?
Overall good, but with some expenses.
Oh, understand, very important. His moon sign is Leo. So Jupiter is coming to Cancer and that Lord is sitting in the 10th house. So what is going to Jupiter in the 9th house do? And where is the 9th Lord? It's in 2nd from Jupiter, right? So it's not in the 9th house. Immediately it will improve his profession, right? It is coming to his Bhakya, 12th from the moon, but moon is in the 2nd from Jupiter. It will give travel. Because it's 12th from the moon, it's going to give travel. But the 9th Lord is in the 10th house. So it's not 9th. 9th is Bhakya related to karma. Right? So understand, simple, forget about all the complications I gave you. Understand at least this. Where is moon in your horoscope? With that, judge the whole thing. You don't need to worry about Pada, Navamsa, or Varga chart, all that. Come down to simple things. Where is moon in your horoscope? Whichever bhava, depending on your moon strength, is this transit going to be. Only for coming to make it sharper and refinement, the Pada and the Navamsa are taken. But at least basically it's going to be good or bad, depends on where is your moon. For him, though it is 12th from the moon, remember Jupiter is transiting on the moon sign, which is in the 10th house. So Jupiter in the 9th with the Lord in the 10th is a Dharma Karma Vidyoga, right? So Jupiter is going to go professionally very good. It's already 9th from the Lagna. And the Lord is in the 10th house. It is like this particular combination is activating a Dharma Karma Vidyoga. Okay, anybody tell me what your Lagna and moon sign. I'll let me make an analysis. Anybody wants to tell?
Sir, my moon is Libra and I'm a Capricorn Lagna.
Okay, Capricorn Lagna, moon sign. So it is Jupiter is coming on your seventh lord. Okay, seventh house, and your seventh lord is sitting in the 10th house. Right. So you tell me now, what is it going to judge? From the Lagna, it is coming to the 7th house. And where is the moon? In the 10th house. Right. So what is Jupiter going to be? So from Jupiter, it is again, Jupiter is in the 10th from Jupiter. Right.
From Jupiter.
From moon, Jupiter is in the 10th. Right.
Yeah.
So the sign lord is in the 10th and Jupiter is in the 10th from moon. So tell me now, what should be the results? On your 7th house, Jupiter is going to be exalted. What to say? And the Lord is sitting in the 10th house. And from moon, Jupiter is in the 10th house. So it's a very, very spiritual, or what to say, it is going to be a very important, a good karma related to career, karma, marriage or relationships. So you can decide whether you want to get married or not this year. Or career is more important. Career will take a very big turn this year. Big change in your life. It's not necessarily career, it can be karma.
Some karma.
A big change. It's a big change related to your decision making or where your life path will go. So this will be a major change in life where your life should move forward to. That decision you will make during this year.
Also aspecting her debilitated Jupiter, no? That is what you mentioned.
Yes. It's very important when she has a debilitated Jupiter, and debilitated Jupiter is getting exalted. So what does it mean? Anybody has debilitated Jupiter this year, what I say, the debilitation is getting freed. Every time, 12 years, every 12 years, it will free itself, right? This particular year, that she can come out of the debilitation. So Cancer is 10th from her moon and 7th from the Lagna. Look at the Navamsa, what is Cancer? What planet is there in Cancer? From the Navamsa Lagna, what is Cancer? That also will be. What is the Navamsa Lagna?
Taurus or Gemini.
Okay, second or third house, right?
Yeah.
So it's not very negative. So this can be very, very important related to 10th house. Extend the 10th house aspect. It can be something very, very important for your life. Destiny. Your 10th house is also a destiny aspects. Jupiter, because you have born with a Nicha Jupiter. So this is where it corrects. It gets getting exalted. So this is a year where it is connecting to the 10th house. It has 7th house. It's aspecting your Lagna also. Aspecting your native Jupiter also. So this can be, and I think you said progress Jupiter also in Cancer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, progressed and 11th from air.
So this can be extremely very important year for you to decide where you want your life to move.
Sir, but I've seen people with Ucha Jupiter being very arrogant and...
How long is exalted Jupiter? 6 years, 11 months only. And after that, where is the?
I'm saying I have debilitated, but I am little because
First 6 years, 11 months. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, major Jupiter is 83 years, but at least the intensity is only the first 6 years, 11 months. Ucha and Nicha only affects you the first 6 years, 11 months intensely.
Let's see, sir. Thank you. I'll let you know if anything.
Yeah, sure. Yes, ma'am.
So Dhanu Rashi, Dhanu Lagna, Mithun Rashi. Jupiter in Cancer at 5 degrees.
Oh, so natal Jupiter, Lagna Lord in the 8th, Lagna Lord come. Oh, that's why you asked me what happens natal Jupiter. So Jupiter, where is your moon? You said 7th house.
7th house.
So it is not exactly 8th house. It's connecting to your 7th house. An 8th house matter connecting to your 7th house, or transformation, exalted Jupiter, natal Jupiter, and it's not 8th, it is connected to 7th. So a major transformation, it is related to your 7th house, your relationship, your connection, your public life, how you connect. All this is going to go for a major change during this transfer. Because it is natal, and the 8th Lord is in the 7th house. So it's not over your 8th, it is connecting to your 7th. And it's second from your moon. So I think a lot to do with how you relate, the public life, the relationship, how you connect, all that matters. Overall, it is extremely very positive. But because it's 8,
Eight.
there is some change you'll have to make. A radical change you'll have to make, and from there, a positive change will happen.
And it also aspects my Sun, Mars, Mercury in Pisces.
So more planets it aspects in your natal chart, or what I say, the more planets you have in Cancer, in Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces, you are all blessed. And our Jupiter, especially exalted Jupiter aspecting so many planets, is just not another transit that Jupiter aspect. An exalted Jupiter aspecting planets removes many doshas in the horoscope. Many inherent doshas. It will give you an opportunity to heal, complete, erase, and purify those aspects in the chart. It's very, very important. And yours is a natal Jupiter, you said, no?
Yes.
So it can be very, very important. Native Jupiter. So which round it is?
So fourth.
Fourth round. So it's again about your home, yourself, your comfort level, about your reality, about who you are. That image becomes very important for you. The fourth round becomes very important. So what I say, it's your home. So what I say, your heart, no? So it's something related to your heart. Your natural heart is your 8th house. But Jupiter is exalted there. So major transformation always comes when there's a shift in your, from an emotional perspective, there is a shift. Always is going to be a major change in your life.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
What is your nakshatra?
So Mrigashira.
Okay, lovely. Curious, always searching, wanting to know more.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, sir.
Sir.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. One minute. Yeah.
Shruti, come on camera if you want to speak.
Yeah. Yes, tell me.
Sir, my Lagna is Scorpio, Pisces moon, and Jupiter is in Libra, and Cancer is AL.
So this Jupiter is over your AL.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jupiter is coming to your 9th house, just from your moon. Okay, and where is your 9th lord? Which is the Cancer lord is in the 5th house.
In the 5th house, yes.
So you can understand. So everything is related, predominantly related, 9th house aspecting related to the 5th. So children, progeny, creativity, spiritualism, upasana, both are good houses. All complete again and again is saying it is good house. So this is going to be a very powerful transit because moon is well placed in your chart. It is in trine from Cancer. It is good from Lagna. It is good from from its own signs. It could be. It's going to get exalted in the 9th house for you, right? And Jupiter is going to go 10th from itself. A Libra Jupiter you have, so it's going to go 10th from itself. Natal Jupiter, it is 10th from itself. So it mostly it is everything moving to a good sign for you. So I think learning, spiritualism, materially also a very good period.
Okay. My moon and Jupiter degrees are also same. Does that matter for this transit?
Yeah, definitely. See, if both are in same in trinal, it is very powerful. In Kendra, it is secondary. But if both your moon are in Sastashtaka, right?
Yeah.
So when it's Sastashtaka degree, not much of a connection. Same degree in trinal or square or 311, it is a good connection. 6, there is a connection, degree-wise connection, but it is a disconnected connection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me. Yes, ma'am. Namaste.
And Virgo. Virgo moon, Virgo ascendant, Jupiter in Leo. My daughter. Now she is 21 years old.
No. Virgo Lagna, Virgo moon.
Virgo moon.
So Jupiter is coming to your 11th house, right?
Yes. My daughter, sir.
So naturally, what I say is the 4th and 7th lord coming to the Lagna, and moon is in Lagna. So it is, she is married?
Oh, no, she is studying, sir. 21 years old. We are planning
Because it's coming, 7th Lord is coming in the 11th house. It's 7th Lord is getting exalted, and the moon is in Lagna.
Yes.
So if Dasa Antardasa is not obstructing, this is a very good. There is going to be a gain for her. Clearly, a big gain for her. A lot of gain. Either it, what I say, she chooses profession, or it will support marriage also.
Okay, thanks. We can opt for marriage, sir. We can go for it. Okay.
7th Lord is exalted. Where is Shukra for? See if Shukra is in trying to Jupiter.
Taurus, sir. Taurus. Shukra in Taurus.
Okay.
March.
Shukra is nice for a 9th house. So if marriage, you can definitely go. Yes, Shukra is unafflicted for her. You can definitely.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Sir, my Jupiter is in 7th house.
Wait. So somebody is.
Okay.
I will have to mute somebody. Now you can tell. I think. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, sir. My Jupiter is in 7th house and moon is in 10th. But in D9.
No. You tell me her sign.
Sign, sorry. The Jupiter is in Taurus.
Lagna. What is a Lagna?
Lagna is Scorpio.
Scorpio Lagna. So Jupiter is in the Taurus, 7th house.
Taurus. Yeah, 7th house.
Okay, Taurus, 7th. Moon sign?
Leo.
Okay, so what is it?
But in D9, it is debilitated Jupiter and moon is in
that is
Aries.
Okay. Don't worry. But now, as far as the transit is concerned, Jupiter, which is in the 7th house, it is coming to the 9th house exalted, right? Your 2nd and 5th Lord, which is actually activating, strengthening a 7th house. Now it is coming to the 9th house. Though it is 12th from the moon, but what I say, it is over the Lord. That Lord is in the 10th house. Are you working?
So no, I'm very few consultations and I'm just learning as of now, researching and learning.
Because this period, because it is coming not over your 9th house, it's coming over your 9th Lord who's in the 10th house.
Sir, my 9th Lord is in 10th house only.
That's what I'm saying. Now Jupiter coming over your 9th house, it is actually touching the 10th.
Okay, so
and
sir,
Jupiter simultaneously is also going to Adichara to your 10th. It's coming to your 9th and touching your 10th and the 9th Lord. So simultaneously it is touching your moon and the moon sign. So your 9th, 10th and 9th Lord is, so somewhere something related to spiritualism. If you connect very, very strongly, this particular, not this transit, even the next transit. Next transit again, it is on the 9th house. Next transit is on the 9th Lord. If this is in the 9th house, the 9th Lord is in the 10th house. Next transit, it will be on the moon, which is the 9th Lord in the 10th house. Continuously, it is going to be 9th and 10th house for you. So this is something related. If you can connect, it is 9th house. Okay. So somewhere, if you can activate your higher aspects, higher spiritual essence, you will open up something very, very important.
Okay, sir.
This will open up very, very important. These 2 years is very important.
Okay. So if the Jupiter is debilitated in D9, so what will be,
D9, that is only for marriage, Makhija, fortune, that's all. For profession, don't take Navamsa. You have to take Dasamsa.
Okay, sir.
Navamsa is not for all. Just general Makhija, general for marriage, general strength. For profession, you move to Dasamsa, whereas Jupiter in Dasamsa is.
Okay, sir.
For health,
Jupiter
you have to move
is in the Lagna, in the Shamsha.
Naturally, if you are interested are you interested in some Jupiter-related professions?
Yeah,
Astrology or something like that.
Astrology only I've been doing from a long time.
Then what do you need? It's so clear. Jupiter
is with Mercury also in the Lagna.
And so clearly what profession you are?
Yeah, so that I know, but I mean, how will be this transit for me?
See, in Navamsa, it is nature. So there is, you have to cross that, lack of Bhakya. You have to cross that. Once you cross it, the Samsa will not work initial part of the year. The Samsa will work as you age. If there is a combination Jupiter, Mercury in Rasi, Navamsa, and the Samsa from the starting, it is good. If it is only in the Samsa, the Mercury, Jupiter in Lagna will give you very good results as you go. The later
as you go,
Okay.
Fantastic results. If the same combination was there in D1 and D9 and D10, starting itself easy. But it is only good in the Sansa. So it comes
Yeah,
later.
it's
and
another.
every time Jupiter gets strong, it connects to your 9th house or 10th house, it becomes stronger and stronger. Jupiter and Mercury becomes the most important planet because it is in your Dasamsa Lagna. As far as career is concerned, it is very important. Sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
9th Lord in the 10th house and Jupiter, Mercury in the Dasamsa Lagna.
Sir, I have a question. So,
Yeah.
from what I see in Lagna, Navamsha, or the moon chart, everywhere there's a axis of 8. So, moon to 8. And does that mean with Jupiter, does that mean that I have to constantly keep doing transformations?
Okay, that is one aspect of understanding things. I think you will have to let go many things to reach. Every time you have to let go a lot of things to know. Or there'll be every time you let go, there'll be a major change.
Yes, every time I
Yes,
let it go, it comes to
you
me,
have to
and by
let go.
that
So
time I've
a
already
growth or a progress happens after you let go. So it is
yes.
like
So
you
like
have to reinvent yourself many times. You have to reinvent yourself.
reinventing myself. So basically, every time I let go, that means my
Just,
conscious
just not let go. You have to completely reorient, completely
like
regrow and
evolve,
become a totally evolve very fast.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're never the same person again.
Yeah. So by the time I want to achieve that, I've already evolved. So then I can't really get it.
So it could be difficult because 8th house, no. But this is if you adapt that, you understand that correctly. What I say, it's just that you have to reinvent yourself completely, totally 180 degrees.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense. But that's the theme in all of them, all the three of them.
That's the thing. If you accept that thing, there's no problem. If you don't accept and what is resistant, it's going to be 8th house will give you negatives. You'll get
So then
stuck. You'll have health issues.
how to even achieve anything? Then how to even achieve anything?
Look forward. Just look forward, and any change comes, immediately take it.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, mine is Gemini Lagan with Punarvasu as ascendant. And Jupiter and Ketu are in my 4th house, sir.
Okay, so Jupiter is coming 11th to itself. Where's your moon sign?
My moon and Venus are in Rohini in the 12th house.
Okay, Jupiter and Venus. So, okay. So you, okay, let the audience know, tell what is going to happen. So Jupiter is coming to a 2nd house, but the 2nd Lord is in the 12th house, exalted. And Jupiter is coming 11th from her Jupiter. So this Jupiter is 11th from her natal Jupiter. Okay, and it looks like it's coming to a 2nd house from Lagna, but the disposed in the 12th house, very, very strong. Exalted Jupiter and Venus. So a lot of 2nd house, 12th house connection. So you are going to spend a lot of money. Shubha Viraya will be there. So a lot of expenditures will be there. For your spiritual aspects, it will be there. Anybody going to want to add on to this? Tanmay, Rima, you want to add on to this? For us, she is getting 2nd house. Jupiter is coming to exalted into a 2nd house. 7th and 10th Lord coming into the 2nd house. 11th from Jupiter and disposed is in the 12th house. So she's coming to a house where the Lord is exalted in the 12th house. And Jupiter is going to be exalted and the Lord exalted. So how is it going to be?
So first of all, sir, Jupiter 11th from Jupiter should indicate some financial gain.
It's positive. So it is positive. Yeah. But what is the thing is, it's coming to a 2nd house, but where is the 2nd Lord? You should not leave that. 2nd Lord is in the 12th. Yeah. And from moon, Jupiter is coming to the 3rd. So what is 3rd house? There is a change. Okay, but everything is related to 12. So something of spending, some lot of money involved is there. Finance or change,
could be
shift,
foreign travel as well.
Traveling.
A lot of travel. Yes, all this is involved. She has a natural Jupiter Ketu in her chart, and this is going to happen again. Whatever is combined in a natal position, if it happens again in transit, that bhava, it combines, it activates that bhava for remember. You have any two planets combined in your horoscope, the same planet combined in any bhava in your horoscope, that will be a very important combination. Remember, okay, single planet is different. But somewhere you have two planets combined, and every time those two combine again, whichever bhava they combine, they activate the bhava. And if you run the dasa and antardasa, it is full, complete activation. With no dasa, at least one of them can be the dasa. If both of them are dasa and antardasa, it is full-time activation.
And this will apply to very fast-moving planets as well, like Sun, Moon, as well.
No, it is always transit applied more to Saturn, Jupiter out here. Jupiter, Saturn, strong Saturn.
Sir, for this Cancer ascendant, it is a lord of 6th house also.
Who you mean? Jupiter, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Jupiter return it is going to be. So what will be the effect?
Where is the moon?
Moon is in Libra, 4th house.
So it's very important. You are missing the point. So the Lord, whereas moon is the 4th house only, no? So Jupiter is coming to Lagna with that sign Lord is the 10th house, and from the moon it is in the 10th house only, no? So why are you worried about the 6th house aspect? Jupiter is the 6th
house. The Lord of 6th house also.
No, but the sign Lord is in the 4th, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sorry.
I'll put it as it's a good. Where is Jupiter in your natal side chart?
Ascendant.
So
Jupiter return.
Jupiter coming. Jupiter return with and 10th from moon only, no?
Yes, sir.
So it is a lot related to 4th house.
Okay.
This transit is about your image, Jupiter 9th Lord coming to Lagna, and a lot to do with your house, your home, the place where you stay, all that it is very, very important for you. And it's your natal Jupiter.
Yes.
So this can be a lot to do with where you stay, where you move, all about yourself and your position and where you be. Everybody is missing where's the Lord?
Yes,
if you miss the Lord, it's just not the sign which is important. The sign Lord, this time it is moon. So it becomes very, very important. Where moon is in your horoscope matters a lot.
And the moon is with Mercury and Ketu, so that also we will take.
Yeah, definitely. All that will aspect, no. So it is in the 4th house in what state? Moon is with Mercury, Ketu, the learning aspect. Why are you so interested? Jupiter, 9th Lord in Lagna, Mercury, Ketu, the spiritual interest, also beautifully explained, no. So all that is going to strengthen. All of that, it will strengthen. Ninth Lord coming to your Lagna, it is and it is 10th from the moon, and it is the 4th house, which is finally everything is going to be delivered through the 4th house.
Also, Saturn returns, sir.
In the 9th house.
Yes.
Okay. So some closures and some beginnings together. Closures and beginnings at the same time. Somewhere something closes and there are many new beginnings. 9th Lord coming to your Lagna, definitely there's going to be a lot of beginnings and many things related to home. Home, country, house, many things will happen. I've never touched, Dasa, Antardasa, all I know. I'm just looking at these two positions and telling you. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Sir, I have Aquarius Lagna.
Aquarius Lagna, okay.
And Makar Rasi.
Okay.
Capricorn Moon.
Yeah, okay. Your 6th Lord in the 12th house and Jupiter coming to your 6th from Lagna, 7th from the moon.
Jupiter is in Cancer. Jupiter, Venus and Mars are in Cancer.
6th house, okay.
6th
Jupiter,
house. And Jupiter
Venus
is
and
in
Ketu.
Cancer in Navamans also.
Okay. You have diagram?
No, sir.
Okay. No, okay. Jupiter, Venus, 6th house. Okay, good. I think where is your Saturn?
Second house, Pisces.
Okay. Saturn is strong. Okay. Yeah. So, who is going to tell me? Jupiter is going to 6th house from Lagna, 7th from Moon, disposed us in the 12th house. So, what is it going to be? What is in Cancer, you said, sir? Any planets in Cancer?
Venus, Mars, and Jupiter.
Natal Jupiter, natal Venus, natal Ketu. Okay. This is going to be very important transit for you.
Navaman's ascendant is Scorpio, and Jupiter and Sun are in Cancer.
No, I can't remember all that. Too many things. I can remember
Vargotam Jupiter in Navaman's.
Jupiter. So say it's natal Jupiter. See, it is something related to 6th house matters. It is going to. It is something. Many challenges which will take a completion this year. This Jupiter brain, because it's coming over Jupiter and many planets in Cancer, and the Lord is in the 12th house. So a lot of challenges which is happening for you. We will take an important closure this year.
Sir, can we end the personal questions now? I think they have an idea how to do it.
Yeah.
Because this session lose its essence, basically.
So they understand now how to apply them.
If they have any query related to what you have taught, the most welcome. Otherwise, we'll end the session because it has become too big as it is. Shruti ma'am, you have any query?
Yeah.
Personal one, but something.
No, not a personal one. I just want according to hypothetical. Hypothetically, sir, if Jupiter is in stellium, I mean with another 3 more planets for any lagna, and now it will be going into exaltation, like Jupiter with Mars, Mercury, and Venus. So, how will be the situation if it's in 9th house?
No, you're asking in transit or you're asking the basic horoscope?
Transit only.
Okay, when Jupiter transits in whatever degrees, or whichever planets in that degree, that will activate.
Okay, so the lowest degree will...
Same degree. Take the same degree.
Same
Whatever
degree.
degree
Okay,
Jupiter
the
is,
closer degrees will be more...
Not too closer, same. Let's say if Jupiter is in 5 degrees, it's in 5 degrees. Any planet is in 5 degrees. There is a degree connection. The next, as it find out the same or the closest degree where Jupiter is transiting, Jupiter connects through degree wise. If it is in mutual trine, it's a powerful connection.
Okay.
Even 311, it is a powerful connection. If it's 6, 8, 12, it is not a good connection. Kendra, it is mild. Any planet in 1, 5, 9, 7, 3, 11, degree wise connection is extremely very powerful.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Any doubts regarding the class?
Sir, you have taken this so very deeply on many fronts. We have done this today. It has become a great session. So Jupiter in Cancer exalted does not mean every time it is very nice. This time, as Sir has said, it is what we say in Nadi is sandwich between Rahu Ketu's axis and everything. So yes, every chart will be different. This is just general what we have spoken today. Go and check in your charts and give feedback about this session. Those who have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe, as we can no longer share the links of the sessions we are taking. You know, these are all free sessions. Sir is always taking 2-hour sessions free. You can check his sessions on YouTube. There are more than 100 sessions spoken on every subject, literally. And thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. Hope to do Saturn transit soon.
Sure.
And thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you being here for...
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much,
ma'am,
sir.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Next time we'll take your question. Right?
Yeah, definitely. No,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
sure.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.